Hey, Theodore here from High Flow Drainage Solutions. We're at this client's house around Parkville, Missouri, and for this project we were asked to install about 5 buried downspouts. 2 on one side, 2 on the other, and then this one that you see right here at the front of the house. In this specific instance, you can see where there are 2 yellow pipes. Where those meet, we actually also installed a yard drain to catch any water above ground. And then you can see we had to go underneath this sidewalk, which is something we commonly do. There are actually tools that we use to be able to do this effectively without damaging the sidewalk itself. And then we backfill it in a certain way so that there doesn't lead to a crack. You can see after we go under the sidewalk, we then make a turn. And this allows us to go across the front of the house. And then after we cross the front of the house, we then go down the side of the house because the back side of this house actually was much lower than the front of the house, which allowed for a great natural water discharge point. But something that's really important in water drainage solutions is that you have to keep your slope. You have to keep going downhill. We actually had to dig 2 or 3 feet down at one point to make sure that we kept that slope. You can see here there's another downspout that we're connecting to the system. We just use a Y to connect that, and then actually eventually we connect this third downspout that you can see here to the same system. And at this point we have great slope, and when you combine that great declining slope on the side of the house with a pipe that has a smooth wall on the inside, the water just flows through it very quickly. Oh, also something else I wanted to mention, there was actually like 6 or 7 bushes on the side of this house that the client asked us to remove, and while we were here we just went ahead and removed them for them. Also, during our excavation process we found some pretty large rocks that they ended up using landscaping. I'll show you in a little bit. So this is the final product of the front yard area. You can see our buried downspout there, which is kind of hidden, along with a 12-inch circular catch basin, or also known as a yard drain, to collect any water that may be in the area or runoff from their driveway. We did slope the dirt and packed it down towards the yard drain, and then we backfilled with the original rock that was here. Our goal is to make it look like you can't even tell that we've been here, and I think we did a pretty good job with that. Especially if you take a look at this sidewalk. I mean, we actually went underneath that sidewalk, out and about, and then went around the house. And I think once it is seeded and strawed, it's something that you'll never be able to notice. On the other side of the house here, you can see right next to this air conditioning unit and the set of stairs, we've already buried this downspout, which hopefully will keep a lot of water away from the customer's home. In this area, you can see a little bit of their basement, along with an area that's underneath their porch. And so we went ahead and took this downspout and extended it to go underneath this gate, and then also underneath these stairs here. Now it's important to remember this was just a buried downspout project. We didn't install any perforated pipe or do any French drain systems, so all of this is closed pipe moving water away from the house. Also, at the end of this pipe, because it is open, we installed something called a critter guard, which is just a piece of metal that you install on the inside that allows water to completely flow unrestricted out while making sure that no rodents get in. We did construct a very slight decline or slope away from the house to make sure that any water that was near the house would go away from it. Along with this, you can see that we're installing some rock about 18 inches away from the house just to make it look nicer as requested by the client. Here you can see both of the buried downspouts on this side with their respective cleanouts and the clean gravel that we put along the side of the house and the front of the house per the client request. I think they're going to do some light landscaping, and I think this home is going to look beautiful when everything's finished. At the end, we always seed and straw the area that we may have disturbed, and you can see here this is where the water discharges. Instead of just going straight out into some timber, we used a pop-up emitter, and this collects from, I think, actually 4 downspouts, which is pretty close to the maximum that you can connect to one pop-up emitter. Overall, this project consisted of about 5 buried downspouts. We installed a yard drain, a very small swale construction, and even some shrub removal. It was a 3-day project, and it's really common for the work that we do. Now, at High Flow Drainage Solutions, we are licensed and insured, and we're ready to solve any drainage or water problem that you might have in the Kansas City area. You can give us a call or visit our website listed in the description below if you're interested in working together. We'd love to help you with your project. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this video helpful, and we hope to see you in future videos.